Welcome to Northern Michigan again. It's Todd, the Cheap Drums guy. Woke up this morning with an inch of snow on the ground. And it's starting to melt. It's around noon now, so it's starting to melt off a little bit. But 'tis the season. Yay. If you guys want to come over and shovel snow later on in the month or next month, just hit me up. The other day I did a video on my Premier XPK snare. And I did a bunch of crap to it as a preemptive measures to try to keep the expected tones down and whatnot. And that was really dumb. Really foolish of me to do so. And it was ridiculous. So I went on YouTube and with all the heavyweight YouTube drummers and see what they did. And these high-speed YouTube drummers really disappointed me. And I absolutely hate putting on headphones and having to listen and listen and listen real carefully to see the sounds they're talking about. Now everything they got is getting processed through their drum software and all this crap, and it's like, that's not doing anybody any good. You want to hear the live raw sound. And they failed me, they really did. And so I found a different guy who was just like me, some Joe on the block, no recording, so he was using an iPhone just like mine, and he showed me what to do to reduce the ring. So I took all that crap off, all the crap inside of the snare out, all the crap on the exterior of the snare, and now all I have is 2 strips of tape inside. Now all he did, he took the head off, took the hoop off, and ran a piece of tape right across from bearing edge to bearing edge, and then same above. Put it back on, put the head back on, put the hoop back on, tune it back up, and most of the unwanted ring left. And this is what it sounds like now, even with all that crap off. I don't even have a moon gel on it. The ring it had before was absolutely terrible, even with the stupid things I did to it. This is a very pleasant ring, and what's going to be lost in the mix. But playing it right here, right now, it's not bothersome. It doesn't sound bad. So I learned a little bit of a lesson, you know, and I like doing things my way because, you know, you can learn by listening to others, but, you know, it's really going to stick to you when you start messing with crap on your own and start tinkering. You know, I still have a little bit of work to do on it, but I'm really appreciate this Aquarian High Energy head. There is no head like it. It is absolutely crazy. Again, it's a Mylar head, then it's got that black ring, but then there's this nylon patch over top. I mean, you can see it. It looks like it's a nylon mesh. It's like a drum head. And then there's another one on top of that. This thing, the durability of this thing is just amazing. Or it's going to be amazing, I can tell you already. But I'm really curious to see. I might take this off later and put it on one of my poplar snare drums to see what sound I get out of that. My poplars don't ring that much, but I'm really loving this Aquarian snare head, and I think I'm going to buy a couple more down the road. But also, when I did that video on the Gibraltar ISS mount that I bought, with the 2 of them, I said I'd give it a week, test them out, give them a week, and tell you what I thought. Well, I don't need to wait a week. I knew in 20 minutes last night, after playing around on them, that I really love, and I'm glad that I got them. Knowing what these toms sounded like before I got them, and knowing what they sound like now, it's not a major difference, but tonally it's a small difference, but it's how do I even describe it? Without the ISS mount, the tom sounded kind of choked and kind of dull, and with them on now, it's a bright, open, and airy sound, and it's really pleasant. I did run into another issue though. I did, on the tom arms, I had to cut 2 inches off each arm because the tom's now stuck out much farther, and the stand was threatening to tip over, and I had to push the stand back, and I was missing my splash cymbal. So I cut 2 inches off the tom's arm, moved the toms back up on there, and I was able to move the stand actually closer, so now I don't even worry about missing my trash splash. But let me give you a quick run through what these things sound like. And again, I am really happy I got those ISS mounts. And I don't need them for the rest of my drums because my Premier kit, those are the L rods and they don't pierce the shell. But here's a quick rundown on the sound real quick. Turn the snare off. Now there's a little ring to it, but it's a pleasant one. And I don't know, to me it's just a real lighter sound. It's more pleasant. The drum seems to resonate more freely, and I did not cover the hole that the tom mount created on the shell. I left that shell hole open just maybe to get a little duller sound because I don't like too bright. But to me it's a really super light, I mean, and it's real pleasant. I'm quite happy with those. I haven't super tuned them yet at just the basic tuning I had when I put them back together. But I mean, that's all it took for me to realize that suspension system was worth the money and worth the time and effort to put it together. But anyways, I just wanted to knock out that video because, you know, I felt really embarrassed what I did, all that crap I did to the snare drum, and it was just a simple fix. And you don't need all that crap to control the ring. And once I get this tuned up a lot better, using this fantastic head, I think this is going to be one of my favorite snare drums. Even though it doesn't have an internal muffler, the dampener you screw up to strike the head, it doesn't have that one. My other Premier snare has it, but this one doesn't. So, but the sound wise, I think I'm going to be quite pleased with this. But anyways, I'm Todd, the Cheap Drums guy, and I just wanted to add this little video, maybe help you out in your decision to get those. I am extremely happy, and I can't, when I turn this off, I'm going to go out and finish tuning these toms right and really get that beautiful sound out and continue to play with my wonderful snare. But anyways, you guys have a great day. Talk at you later, eh?